Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining us for our, what month is it, Ken? April? For our April live stream.
Mixed up, are you?
You know, time flies, and problem was we just got back from vacation.
Yeah.
When I go on vacation, I forget about everything. I really do. Some people have, you know, when Rebecca's mom and Paul goes on vacation, they have a, don't they, honey? They have a detailed schedule, an itinerary of every day's activities, right? We get up every morning and go, oh, what do you want to do today?
Well, that's what we do it too. That's the way we do it too. We just wing
So
it.
really, when I'm gone, I just kind of lose.
Yeah.
I had to think for a minute even what month it was. So anyways, thanks for joining us. We're just going to have a good time. I look down here, Kent. Of course, when Trenton is in charge of a blind and he's the mad scientist behind the selection of bourbons that we have to taste, all that we know is that they're 10-year bourbons, and I look at there's like
Can't be that bad of a lineup.
47 glasses up here. He came out of the office with a big old platter or something. He had full of them, and I was like, seriously, dude, you know. So thank God I had my 2 pieces of pizza.
I was happy, Trenton.
Yeah, of course you were.
Well, hold on, is this working? Hopefully it is. They're not high proof. That's the reason. A lot of the 10 years aren't that high of a proof. There are some that I found that were like 125, 130. I knew I was putting 6 in. I didn't want to get you trash or anything. So I went a little easy on you, but I don't know if you can see. Can you see the chat up on the TV?
Uh-huh.
We're going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to leave it up to the chat.
Wonderful.
Because I initially...
This is going to be interesting.
I initially had 7. And I poured 7.
Okay, well, that's what I thought. I messaged somebody. Somebody was messaging me through, that's what I was doing on my phone, honey, like 30 seconds before we got started, because there was an individual that was messaging me, and we were laughing. I said, yeah, Trenton's got me set up with 7. I think I might die. Then I go up there, and I said, I counted, there were 6.
Well, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to leave it up to the good folks. If they want to see 6 or 7.
Oh, don't.
Well, you know what that answer's going to be.
Mike is too close. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I had a lot of really good ideas.
Thanks, Rodney. Rodney's sticking up for me, said 6.
Do 8. We can do 8.
Robert said make it 7.
Robert did?
Yeah.
Robert, I thought we were buds. I don't know what's going on right now. I thought we were.
Someone's saying 8.
Good
7
grief, you guys.
Somebody
I
bring
swear.
the pizza down.
Yeah.
All right.
So far, I see 10. I see.
Well,
at least Rodney's got a level head.
There's way more 7s up there, Kurt.
You're not getting behind the camera tonight? You got a lovely hairstyle going on tonight.
I did. It was good.
I know you did.
James said 9.5.
And you know why? Because by the time I got to the 10th one, it would be 9.5. I promise you
Dallas
that.
Wyatt should do 10 for the 10-year.
Oh, come on, fella.
That's genius.
Dude, I'm being serious,
I'm
bro.
going to do a little slide down.
Oh my god.
This is, babe, control your son, please. I'm begging. Wait.
None of these are above.
Keep going, that's fine by me.
Yeah, right.
I only think.
Does this even fit in the camera? Does people even see this first one?
You're good.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. Surprisingly, like it's perfect.
Are the letters maybe?
You
I
guys
think
are old
you
pros.
should check. I tried to check.
You're good.
Am I good too, honey?
I can't see Kurt.
Okay.
I think I checked. Yeah,
I had to
should
print off the G because we've never done 7.
I just looked at that and go, where did G come
We're
from?
going to need bigger paper.
We need another pad of paper. For positive.
I will say none of these are above 110 proof.
Oh, so that's a bonus.
Most of them are in the 90s. So
See, Caleb,
I will
that's
say
why-
that much.
That's why I
I'm
spit out
giving
that
you.
little bit earlier when you're making fun of me. That's the reason, because when he's in charge, you never know.
You're home.
All right, well, I just want to take it just a second before we get started, if I could. I just want to thank everyone, and I'm glad Kent is here too as well, because he's directly, obviously, he has been directly affected with our family history and our story. He just wasn't able to be behind the camera with me when we did that show. That was a very difficult show to have to get through, but I spoke to Ken about it ahead of time. I made sure that he was okay with it. I spoke to Trenton, and just to make sure, I just didn't feel right about the charity that we're trying to get behind unless I'm being honest and forthright and open my heart to you about our our life history concerning that. And that's why it took a few weeks. I mean, we said something about the charity for a little bit, but it took a few weeks to actually get out there because it took a lot of thought process. And when I was saying all that, I really wanted to deliver it heartfelt, but also appropriate. I didn't want to be inappropriate. It was really hard to try to think it through. So I just want to say thank you to everyone for all your heartfelt messages. I've received many and many Instagram, Facebook messages. About an hour or so before the live stream tonight, I went through Discord messages, posts that were made on Discord, and I thank you all for all that.
I've read them. I've read a lot of them too, and I appreciate everything that I read. And it was meaningful. You did a great job, Kurt.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
really did.
that. Well, what touched me the most is all the comments, and I promise you,
I know what you're gonna say, too.
I will get through all the comments. I haven't yet. I've gotten through some, but everybody that's shared their story,
There's so many.
there's so many.
So many.
There are so many, and it just reiterates what was said during that video, that there's so many lives that have been touched by suicide. And that's why I'm so happy that we're able to try to raise money to donate to awareness. And I promise you, in time, I will get to all those comments because I was very moved, very touched.
Me too.
I was shocked how many similarities
Yeah.
that there were in some of the
Crazy.
stories
It really is.
to
It's
our
crazy.
story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One in particular, I won't name names. One in particular that had almost an identical
I read it.
story to ours. I was just blown away by that. So the response also, Kent's been talking a little bit to Jay. Him and Jay have been doing most of the legwork, especially Jay.
Especially Jay.
And Kent's been helping since he's been back. But they were messaging quite a bit late this afternoon, and Jay's been super busy with emails and whole sponsors, and we do have the link that's posted for anybody that wants to even put in $5 towards it. That would be appreciated. And Trent, I have a question because I just don't know, and I should have looked. Will the information for our charity be posted in each and every video that we do now until that comes, or do they need to? Or do they need to go back to that video in order to find?
I can put the info in in each description.
Imagine that. Trent just burped.
Yeah, shocker.
I hope I didn't like blow it in the mic and everybody got a whirlwind of the
1 second that he's
chaos.
on the mic and there he goes. But I just didn't know, and I should have talked to you ahead of time. I didn't know what your plan was.
Yeah, so there's a couple ways you can donate. I pinned a link in the chat. We're kind of doing it through it's a company called Stripe, and they just basically process online payments and everything, and then we'll pool that together with whatever we get from the golf outing. And then here in a little bit, I will also put up Jay's email if you want to do a whole sponsor. I don't know that we have any spots left for golf.
There is, but since the video, they've been going quick. I know I'm pulling you. We just got done eating.
Pizza. We're making sure
sorry
we're
about that. But yeah, talking with Jay, there's a lot of people. Matter of fact, when I was talking to him tonight, he got some emails asking about foursomes,
Yeah.
and I know I have a couple that are 3 of them that are going to be contacting them this weekend. So they're filling up quick.
Yeah.
But there are spots available if you're interested in golfing. And whole sponsors are donating something to raffle off.
Yeah.
Is a cool thing too. We're going to have a lot going on that day.
Yep.
And I'm very encouraged after talking with Jay tonight and kind of comparing where we're at. Very encouraged on how the community's coming together again. I won't bring up numbers of where we're at now, but it's very encouraging, and I think
Yep.
it's going to be a very successful fundraiser.
Yeah.
Very
Very proud.
really
Very proud of the community.
that's really all we're hoping for
Yep.
is to make a
Right.
decent sized donation for a very, very important cause.
Yep.
And so thank you for what's been done so far.
Absolutely. And I got the biggest surprise and put the biggest smile on my face yesterday when I received a call from my nephew Jonathan, and that was my sister's son. He lives in Alaska. He is a part of the Air National Guard. He's made a career out of it. He's in the Air National Guard in Alaska. A lovely wife, Amy, and their beautiful son, Jackson. And they watched the video. And when Rebecca and I were on the plane on the way back here, they were messaging. And of course, I don't get it because, I don't know, she's got a way to somehow text on the plane or whatever, but I never can figure that stuff out. So I got to put it in airplane mode.
Yeah.
So I messaged him a little bit once we got off late that night off the airplane. But he called me yesterday and he said he's going to do everything he can. And it looks like he's going to be able to make the trip down here.
That's really awesome.
And be at the golf outing with us to help commemorate this first annual charity. And he's going to be there in lieu of his mother, which is very special to us. It's just going to be a great time. I also, babe, talked to Grammy today, and she would like you to go pick her up. Like when we've got like 14 or 15 holes on our belt, and bring her for the dinner. So the OG would like to have dinner at the charity as well. So I said, we probably can make that happen. She talked to Ken about being out there for the whole
thing. You do not want to be out there all day because most people are going to be on the course. You don't want to just sit there for hours. The dinner would be cool if she was there.
Yeah.
And also, and Trent and Michelle, thanks for reminding me. For some of you already know, but Michelle works in the field of helping people that are struggling. So she's the one that helped us come up with, where she felt we needed to put this towards. So the money we're raising in this golf outing is for Vibrant Emotional Health.
Yep.
Goes to support suicide prevention, services, support, and innovation of services. They also fund the 988 Suicide Crisis Hotline. And Curtis said it numerous times, but no questions asked, every penny from this will go to that cause.
Yeah, every proceed, 100%.
But like I said, I appreciate what's been done done already. It's mind-blowing how this community is pulled together for things, with the Riley's charity
absolutely.
and different things, but it's very encouraging what me and Jay are seeing so far. So it should be a great event.
You guys better watch out, though. If Grammy's there, she's going to whip some people into shape, I think. At the end.
She might. She might. And those of you that are there at the golf outing, you might want to watch your mouth while she's there. She may tell you to clean it up.
You might want to tone her down just a touch before you're around Grammy, that's for sure. All right, well, anyways, that's it for that. Thank you so much for all that. One more thing really quickly. I just thought of this too, Ken. I did talk to 2 or 3 people who've in the past had life-threatening thoughts, and even one person even acted on that a couple of times, and they're still here, okay? So anybody that's watching here, I want you to know that you are important, that you are loved, and that you are needed. And I'll promise you one thing, you will always be welcome here at SLB Community. So please know that. Please reach out immediately if you ever have any thoughts like that, because there is only one of you. That's it. There's only one. And we don't want to be in this world without you. Okay. All right. Let's move on from that, Kent. And I guess we have to get started with this lineup.
It's going to take you a while.
So there we go.
We just doing the normal A through?
Yep, the normal shebang. I was, in my excitement, pulling together all these things. I forgot to put up the key on the screen there. So give me 1 second so I can toss that up.
Caleb,
Thank you so much.
I see a comment up here. Cheers from Hebron, Indiana.
Really?
Yeah, you see the top one?
Okay. All right. Yeah, I was concentrating on everything we're doing. All right.
Donation.
That's where Caleb's living.
Thank you, Lucky.
So he's probably your neighbor somewhere.
Yeah, did you see that comment, Trenton? I don't know what to answer that with, but thank you from Hebron, Lucky. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being a member of our Patreon community. Tim, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Hello from Texas. I'm having a small pour of Knob Creek 12. That's a good one. That was in our blind today's video. Recovering from
Always
knee
solid.
replacement. Says Leanne will only let me have 1.5 ounces. Pain meds. Happy life.
Probably not liking that, but she's probably smart.
Good
by
for her.
limiting.
Good for her. We always got to have that significant other that loves us so much, going to keep us in line. Jonathan, thank you, buddy. Raise a Glen for the alls that we have lost too soon. Amen to that. Thank you. Thank you, Salty, for donating to the charity cause. You're a good man.
All right, the key should be up on the screen. And I think, like I said, none of these are over. Like, you're
I'm
not
looking.
going to.
I'm looking.
Oh,
on
yeah,
the screen.
sorry.
Now I know what you're talking about.
I want to
We
see.
can't see that part.
I want to see. Caleb's right behind you. Be careful. Caleb. Caleb has no sign language.
Yeah, none of these are going to blow your face up. Or none of these are going to be very proofy.
Don't worry about me. I'm not going to make it easy on you.
I thought we were tight, Caleb. But I don't know, buddy. I like the nose on this one. It's a little low key. It's got some toffee in there. I'm digging the first nose.
I should have poured some stuff with you too, because I'm just sitting here. I got my Dr. Pepper.
Well, you started off easy on us. It's good. Very good. But,
Okay.
yeah, it's not like the pour I had before we started. That's 139.
Yeah, no kidding. Heck,
pretty good.
if
That
A
is
is
really
anything
good.
like the one you had before
Yeah.
the stream, I would buy 10 cases of it.
Yeah.
Austin Martin has a good point. If they're able to see the chat, we could totally spoil the whole blind for them.
Well,
That is
the
a good
chat on the
point.
right, I'm going to let you know. You can take it away completely.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
me and Kurt can't read that.
Don't
one.
worry, I just did.
No prayer,
Yeah,
buddy.
don't worry.
Words are way too small for
No
up here.
prayer on that one on the right, pal. I'll tell you that right
Do you
now.
want me to make this one bigger?
I can do this one.
To me, Kent,
That's
this-
perfect.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's perfect.
Yeah, that
That makes it very easy. So the ones we need to see, they just enhanced for the
Yeah.
old two up here.
Yeah, it's kind of like a +2 readers up there.
Right,
We're
right.
good. We're good. This one here, Ken, is a lot same what I had on the nose. I think it's well rounded. I think it's got some pretty good depth to it. It's got a little oak note in there that I really like, though.
Yeah.
I think it's nicely aged.
Yeah, no, that was a great way to start. Nice and
I apologize. I do this there's not one time that I didn't introduce the people that are here for the live stream, and I got started everything else and I completely forgot. So let me take 2 seconds for that. Of course, we have Michelle trying to do her best to keep up with the chat. Thank you, Michelle. Trenton's behind the board. You all know him probably too well. My lovely wife Rebecca's back there keeping us all in line. And then Caleb's here, my nephew Caleb. You heard from him, and my boy Corey's over here. What's up, dog? How are you doing, Corey? Thanks for stopping by. He's hanging out with us tonight, so that's all we have here tonight. We're going through some remodeling process down here, so my wife's not too keen on having a ton of company down here right now. Yeah. So I got pretty much about every inch of this tore up a little bit down here. So
Does she know who's coming over on Sunday?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
good.
I prepped her, so yes.
I'm not
Yes.
happy about it, but
all right. Good way to start.
Yeah.
When
I'm
you
assuming none of these are going to be that bad. I mean, 10-year bourbons can't be that bad.
I was trying to find like a really, really bad one,
Bro.
but honestly, like none of them are all that bad. Maybe not
some-
my favorite.
Some better than others, but
Yeah.
hard to find one that's just a throwaway.
There was a Corner Creek 10-year,
Get out of
but
here.
I couldn't get it in time. I couldn't get it in time.
Your mom would probably like it. I don't know what this is, but I'm liking it already.
Way different than the first one.
Oh, I love this. This is literally like you're walking into the Rick House, except for richer. You're a distillery tour. You walked into your first Rick House, but it's richer.
I get what you're saying, but there's one additional something going on in the nose there that's out of the norm.
Okay,
I'm not sure really what I'm getting, but
I love it. Whatever it is, it's wonderful.
Yeah, see, look at the screen here. It's a 10-year Corner Creek, baby. And it's only $48.
I wonder what you were doing there. I think it was going nuts.
What?
The screen, and I'm just everything's going everywhere, and it's getting this, that, and yeah. So you're just trying to show me that there's actually a 10-year Corner Creek.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I really was.
Wonderful.
it's just I feel the same way on the palate. There's something. Is it maybe there's a little more malt in this one than some. Or
I think
I'm not sure if that's what I'm getting, or
I know where you're coming from. I think it might be just a really special oak aging that's going on in here.
Could
I don't
be.
know. I think so.
there's just a little odd twist in there that's very good.
Carl, is there a Redwood Empire 10-year? Is it one of those like haystack needle things?
I love that. Love it. This is going to be tough, Kent.
Yeah.
I see the 14-year. I don't know.
Trent, would you stop?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot I'm sharing the screen over there.
You're surfing the web while you're trying to do things. I'm looking up and I'm getting dizzy. Lonoma. My bad, Lonoma. Thank you for a donation, buddy. $20. Very generous. Thank you for the positive words. Hey, you're welcome. And I think we should all get on board with that. Which we need in this world today is a lot more positivity, a lot more friendliness.
Did you see, I don't know who said it, but it said if Grammy comes, she might give the groundskeeper a tip on how to do the lawn.
You know what?
Probably a few tips, to be honest with you.
I laughed.
Yeah,
Might walk out of there.
that's a fact. That's a good one. Yeah, that is a 100%.
You know what I could see her saying? She doesn't know golf at all. She'd be, why would they cut that short? That's just gonna burn up. I can see her saying,
There's got to be something going on. You know it too.
Dude, I was mowing my grass for the first time this year, and I'm tooting along and having a good time. I'm looking back and like my engine's on fire. It's smoking.
on the new one?
On the
New one.
brand
Just
new
bought it.
You've got to be kidding me.
No.
Holy
The
cow.
belt, the little doodad that like keeps the belt tight was unloosening itself as I was going along, so the belt got loose and it like was spinning around the back and it heated up.
Wow.
And it was not good.
Did you make a phone call?
No, I wrapped a lot of Teflon tape around the bolts and it's fine now.
I'll come over.
Wait, is that not the recommended way? It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, I'm struggling on this one a bit, to be honest with you.
Really?
On the aromas.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Here you go. Here he
Wait till you
goes.
taste it.
All right.
It follows through the same way.
Really? Really? That's what Trent just did.
What are some 10 years that you guys usually pick up at home as a daily or kind of a regular pour?
It used to be Henry McKenna until the price doubled. That was, for the money I was getting it for, 35, 38, I kept buying them and buying them every time I saw them. But now 70, 80, not quite a daily anymore.
I have to admit, I don't like C.
It
I might be saying something I shouldn't say. There's not a Wild Turkey 10, is there, Trent? Okay, let's hope not.
It almost seems like there's been water added.
It has it has somewhat of a rancid oakiness going on in there. It just does to me. I'm not a big fan. I gave
Take
it.
another drink and tell me it doesn't seem like there's
Oh,
some
you're gonna make
water added, is what it seems like.
me- All right.
I should have added a Basil Hayden 10-year in here. I forgot they had that.
Second sip wasn't as bad as first sip, but I stand by my statements. I don't really prefer it. I'm with you, Kent.
The nose and palate just seem very diluted.
earthy,
very diluted.
Very tobacco, very leather forward,
but diluted.
and diluted.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, Kent, but I get all that flavor in the front of the palate, mid palate, and by the time you're done.
Yeah.
That was over.
Yeah.
That's weird for a 10-year. It's
Yeah.
just strange. It's a strange sip, to tell you the truth. So, all right. I'll lose track where I'm at. Are we on D? Yeah, I think so. Keep track of me, Caleb. Let's see what I'm doing. Make sure I'm doing the right one here.
Why don't you do it the way Caleb's doing it? He's got his Glencairn in one hand and washing it down with an old style in the other over
I
there.
washed it down, I was just choking.
I'd never make it through if that was the case. Whoo!
What?
Is that a question for me, Trent?
Yeah, I just
Sure
stuck it
isn't
in
for
there.
me.
It's not for. I don't think it's for me.
That's for your mother. 7, eh?
What?
The
They
question
can't
is,
see the question.
my apologies.
That was good.
I'm sorry, Michelle. I'll get the hang of all this
Oh,
here
you're
for Joe.
good.
This is a question from Bill. How old was Trenton when Kurt came into his life?
7.
Oh, I got it right.
Well, yeah, nice. Way to go, because I am not good with all
He was
that.
7. And Raquel was then 5?
Yeah.
Now, if
7.
Rebecca was like Carrie, it'd be like, oh, he was 7 and it was September 1st and it was at 6 p.m. and
You should have seen the shirts that Trent was wearing back then when I came into his life.
I was looking like Guy Fieri. Like,
You-
I remember. I remember.
Well, how do you explain those? How do
They
you,
were like the
I don't even know.
silky, like not
Okay.
silky,
Like Guy
but
Fieri.
what were
guy like the bowling
Hey.
shirts.
Okay.
You still break one out once in a while. I've seen them.
Oh, I got a one from Walmart,
yeah.
like a snakeskin looking one. It's pretty slick.
And
I
we were
button it
actually-
just down so you can see my one chest hair pop out. It's legit.
We were on the barrel pick, and remember we went to Burlington,
man.
Michelle, to look for a suitcase.
And I was like,
and he's checking out the same kind of shirts.
and he pulls it off
Yeah.
weirdly.
Well, I don't know
And I
about
don't know
that.
what that says
So
about
remember
you,
the one he
but-
wore incessively with the flames all over it, hey?
Oh, I had my barbed wire bandana and my
Yes.
camo pants and my
black nail polish.
and ones. Oh,
I wasn't sure if I was going to get along with Trenton, to tell you the truth. Yeah, he did have nail polish too.
wait, you didn't think you would get along with
Yeah,
me?
a lot of prayers were said for Trenton back in the day. Right, Court?
Are you saying you don't pray for me anymore? Come on.
But that's, I didn't know if I was going to get along with Trenton very well, to be honest with you, when I first was invited over
really?
to. When I first was invited over to the house and you were showing me your house and everything, it was nice to remember the house in Washington Township.
Yeah.
And I walked into Trenton's bedroom and it was all made up in white socks. At that moment, I was like, I'm not sure about this now. This kid likes the white socks.
I don't know why you chose that. You didn't even like
I
baseball.
hate baseball.
I
Remember
I
that?
honestly don't
Remember
know
that?
why he
Trenton,
wanted
remember
that,
you had
looking
White Sox
back.
in your
Why
room.
did you want that?
It's like, I was going to convert you over, Cubs. I was trying to figure that out.
If anybody is in, well, let's see.
Near Des Moines.
Near Des Moines, there's a tornado confirmed on the ground southwest of Des Moines metro area.
Yeah, these are no joke.
That's right where Ryan lives.
Wow.
There were at one point there was like 15 consecutive warnings earlier today.
There's
Like Nebraska, Texas, bunch of other places.
Yeah, be careful out there, everybody. I know Trenton had
night.
the weather on his computer kind of sounding off when he was setting up, and I was listening to it, and I asked him where that was, and he said it was Iowa. So we have some good folks that are in Iowa. We have good folks all over the country and around the world, for that matter. And be careful, please.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, me and Caleb was on some motorcycle trips out that direction, and you get in that area with those open fields and things like that. Storms are no joke.
But
We've had some worrisome times on the bikes, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
that's why I don't join you on those trips.
So that last one, to me, not the same, but similar to A in the fact that it was just very well balanced,
Yeah, it's lovely.
very enjoyable.
I really liked it quite a bit, to tell
Yeah.
you the truth.
Yeah, it was good. It was very good.
Somebody mentioned a bowling event. That'd be cool to just like rent out a bowling alley and do that for like instead of a golf outing next year, do a bowling tournament or
Good
something.
luck.
I mean, I'd bowl a 300 probably.
Yeah,
I'm
I'd go
solid.
100,
I'm
probably.
like Jason Belmonte. I got that sick two hand.
What, are we gonna have a darts tournament next year?
I would hit somebody with one.
and bags.
we could do it.
Actually,
Just do a different sport every year.
yeah, sport.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Have a triathlon weekend of
Yeah.
golf, bowling, and darts.
That'd be a lot of fun. Oh, you're on E now. Hold on, I gotta update the key here.
Yeah, there's been 90 tornado warnings today. Warnings.
Wow.
Warnings. Like not just watch.
Wow.
That's insane.
I didn't know that.
It's not been good. There's been a lot of damage.
Have
going
you
on
tried
Yeah, it's terrible.
E yet, Kent?
That's the one I was talking about.
My apologies, I just got up to you.
No, that's the one that I was talking about that reminds me of A and the fact that it's just very easy. Nothing's punched you in the face, but it's
Yeah.
very well balanced.
Yeah,
Flavors
it's
are
good.
good.
Sure, I get that. I get it.
Just a nice, easy, pleasant
Yeah.
sip.
Yeah. There's something a little bit about it though that makes me not like it nearly as much of the couple that we had that were very good.
Oh no, it's
but
not
it's
beating
still
out a
it's still
couple yet,
a
but
great sip.
yeah, absolutely.
So are you on
Correct.
F? All right.
Correct.
After that, man, you guys are kind of cooking.
Well, dude, you can only have a few little sips of each one when you have 7 up here. That's what
Well,
I'm
then
sure?
you gotta go back and check them. And
Right. I know. I have decisions to make here soon. And have to resip and
It's fine. So you're doing great. I knew you would.
Ooh.
Who knows? Maybe next time we'll do 8.
no. We're gonna try to set records or something.
Kinda. I'm into that.
Love that. Love that nose.
Yeah, this one's a little bit more caramel based.
Yeah.
Sweet tones.
Sweet tones for F. That's what you're getting.
What's that?
Yeah,
You're
we're-
getting
yeah.
sweet tones for F.
There's definitely
I thought you were being stupid again.
Again.
Well, I heard. Yeah, never mind. Corey knows.
no. These are this one's really good. That the caramels toffees are there.
Yeah, it's got a lot of sweetness there.
A little bit of oak in the nose.
Yeah.
A little bit of leather. A little bit. I mean, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's really good.
I'm with you.
Hope that follows through.
Yeah.
Ken, did you skip E? Somebody's saying you skipped E.
I've got notes written down for every one of them.
Unfortunately for me, Kent, the palette didn't follow through on that.
On F?
Yep.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
Wild, yeah. Weird.
Yeah, isn't it, Trent? Yeah. That's pretty good, but I find a little bit of dryness. It's kind of dry. On F.
I don't think I did.
You did. You missed E?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I can't read your notes, but you got notes over there.
I've got notes for everything, and I just tasted again, and I agree with the notes I put down. So if I did, I got it covered now.
All right. All right. That's all that matters.
Somebody said, no, you just went too...
Yeah,
No,
I
you
just
just
ahead of
went
me?
too
I
quick.
was one ahead.
Yeah.
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 Lots of Ryan
Joking
Hawkins in
around.
there.
So while you're
I
catching
usually do drink a little quicker than Kurt.
up, you kidding me? Like 2 to 1. I'm pretty sure. While you're catching up, Kent, with F, Ethan, thank you, buddy, for your $20 donation. It's very kind. Love you all. Best channel on YouTube. Cheers from North Carolina. Well, I'm not sure about that, but we appreciate you being a part of it. That's for darn sure.
I kind of agree.
Well, you'd be that way. That's just who you. That's yeah. You're young. You'll get there. You'll learn.
Here's another kind
To me, Kent, the aromas are really nice and really enticing, sweet, but when on the palate, I like it. However, I find if I'm splitting hairs with what's up here, it seems a little drying. And it seems the oak note in there is just a little bit
Well,
off.
I think that's
just
what
a little bit different.
I think that's the drying part of it. Is the oak is more excessive in the palate than it was. Just a hint of it in the nose.
I'm with you.
And
Yeah, I was really.
But there's a strong oak presence in that one,
Yeah, it's pretty oaky.
especially in the tail end of the sip.
Yeah.
Eric wants to know if everybody can get a reminder on your nose surgery.
Oh,
That always makes Rebecca happy when I go into my schnoz story. I've got a lot of stories. We could be telling stories, the rest of the night, really. Right, honey? We got a lot. I got a lot.
Well, let's
Share.
Well, I like stories. I think somebody
Story time with
commented.
Kurt. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do whatever you think about a new video series, like every once in a while, once a month, story time with Kurt. We're Trent and I are just sipping something and we're just shooting the breeze, having fun. Story time. That'd be fun.
I can get down with that. I have a lot of really cool stories.
You do?
No, I'm kind of boring, but
Actually,
mostly
your
from when I was
stories are
young.
usually pretty interesting.
They are.
They might be goofy as all
You know
get
why?
out,
But
they're
Usually
pretty
because they're
interesting.
stupid.
No, it's because they're completely different from mine. That's why. Your stories are completely different than most. How's that? So, yeah.
They're
for
always
sure.
entertaining, though.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. All right, buddy. Ken, I'm going to go to G.
This is the last one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Should I ask everybody else if they want to put in another, like an eighth, or you think seven's good?
Bro, I think I'm gonna be fine.
Okay. I just
We're
wanted to make
good
sure.
with what we have.
Carrie Luddington says, Kent has several 300s in bowling.
Trust me, I know. Did you see me give him the look when they said, let's do a bowling thing, really? So he can kick my butt in golf every time we go. Now I'm gonna go bowling and get my butt kicked in bowling.
Well, how does
Scary.
Kyle? How do you know I have a 0.9 GPA?
Yeah, Kyle Caps, Trenton's .9 GPS.
Did I say that
You
before?
have talked about it.
Yeah,
I have.
Yeah.
Okay. Man.
You bragged up that bad boy.
I don't recall that.
Yeah, that is bragging material.
You know,
Like you have to try to do that.
I was
bad.
just gonna say you got to work hard to get it that low.
And I did. I worked very hard in the opposite direction, and that doesn't get a lot of recognition. I think it
Grammy
should.
will tell you I didn't do too well either, but I'm pretty sure I had that GPA beat.
I think you might have.
I'm convinced still that the only reason I passed geometry is because my teacher was retiring, and she liked me. I went in every day at lunch to like pretend like I was getting help during SRT, but we just talked all the time. She was nice. Her name is Nancy.
Well, babe, confirm what I'm gonna say here. Trenton is the king of changing subjects.
Yes.
You learned that from me, though, so
Or-
I can't really say anything about
If
that.
somebody's like on a subject he doesn't want to talk about, vis-a-vis when he was younger in trouble of some sort,
Or still now.
all of a sudden we're talking about Cubs baseball instead.
I would never change the story to Cubs baseball.
I'm just saying it'd be something. He'd be trying hard to get that changed to a little bit
Well,
different.
it was better than Caleb because I could be so mad, just ripping into him, and he'd be like this. That's it. That's all you got. You didn't know if he was thinking screw you or I agree. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to do better. Nothing. You had no idea.
Oh, look at him. That's what he's doing now. Ken, I really like this, man. This is really nice.
Smolder Outdoors
Which,
said that the audience should decide if your stories are true or not.
Oh well, that's
Well, that'd be cool.
And that's a good idea.
Here's
Robert.
the thing, though. I got really good at changing the subject from mom. I got thin hair from mom, and I have an absolute wagon. So like those
You
three
didn't
things.
say from mom.
Who else would I have gotten it from?
and here we go from a positive channel to
Wow, so he just said I
Right
have a
on.
large wagon.
right up, babe. I love that wagon, but it's all good. It's all good here.
We're gonna get taken down.
Oh yeah,
Oh, God.
Wow.
it's all good here.
You started that.
I didn't think it would go that far.
Hey, I'm on my 7th sip. I don't know what to tell you.
Matthew says, "Excuse me, what?"
Hey, I'm just saying. You know,
Oh, sweet Jesus!
I'm happy right here at
Well,
home.
the people that haven't seen me are really thinking no.
I'm happy
You're
right
all
here
red
at
there,
home.
buddy.
Thin hair and a big wagon.
Corey probably is too, but he's got the best beard in the family covered.
Yeah.
He does. There's no
Hands
doubt
down.
about that. Him and Kyle. That's Corey though. Yeah.
Kyle's got the head of hair.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
Kyle!
that's
Kyle just said, "What a stream to turn into or to tune into."
Which Kyle is that?
You're ours.
Oh God, he'll never let me live this down now. That's what I was wondering if it was actually our Kyle that mentioned that. Wonderful. Kyle definitely has the hair down. Kyle's,
yeah.
Kyle.
Kyle could be a hair model, man.
Oh my
Absolutely.
God. There's no doubt about it.
But yeah.
By the way, everybody, Kyle's the one that's been putting out the shorts and everything. He's been doing a great job. So thanks, Kyle, for that. Doing a really good job. I don't even know what I'm doing now. What's going on?
Read it.
I don't know which one to read.
There's so many.
He said, "You like Trenton's wagon or his wife?"
I just put it this way. I didn't even know Trent had a wagon.
I'm surprised you know what a wagon is.
Took me a second.
Power of deductive reasoning.
So this is true. I can
About to get
understand.
real.
Hey, I'm
Go, Kurt! Never stop loving that wagon. Thanks, Jared.
That should be a shirt. That should be a shirt.
Actually.
Do we put? I'm not gonna go there. Never mind.
Robert, thank you, buddy. I'm trying to get back on track. I really am. Michelle put it up here. Count me in for a whole sponsorship.
Wagons.
That's awesome, Robert. That is awesome.
Thank you, Robert. I'm sorry, Robert. I'm trying. I'm really am. I'm trying. I heard it. Cast strength wagon. I heard it. Trust me.
Strength
I know.
wagons, that's
Whatever. Eric, thanks for your donation, pal. Watching live for the first time tonight and enjoying a pour of Angel's Envy on my 47th birthday. Happy birthday to Eric,
So
everyone.
Happy birthday.
What a
Yeah.
live stream to tune into for the first time.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Eric. John Alexander, I've talked to you a few times and messaged and this and that. Thank you, buddy. $5. Hello from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
We got to get up there sometime.
Love
Trent,
Wisconsin,
really.
man.
But we do. We got to get to a couple of those.
What's up there?
Distillery destinations.
I don't go to Packers country. I'm sorry.
Whatever. You don't even.
What is,
shocked
even know
that you just
Packers
knew that-
play. in
Well, I just know
Wisconsin.
they wear the cheese on the head, and that's about it.
what's the distillery up?
Driftless Glen.
Driftless
Henry-
Glen. That's what I was
Henry,
thinking of.
J.
Yeah.
Henry.
J. Henry,
yeah.
Driftless Glen. Yeah. We got to do that sometime.
Connor, don't go there, buddy.
Yeah, please, Connor. Don't do it.
When is Trenton gonna make Michelle a fiance? Yeah, don't go there.
You're the one that reads them out loud and makes it a thing.
Well, I have to. Eric wants to see a wagon. Oh God.
Okay. Come on. Man.
All right, is it time to start knocking some out?
I got it. I already know mine. Kent, what you got for your first one out? You know yet, or you want me to go?
No, I 100%.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, Kent and I that's why I asked Kent, because I knew we'd be 100% unison that.
That was an easy one.
I don't know what this is, but it really doesn't even hold a candle to the rest of the
No.
sips that are on the top.
And like I said, it almost seems like there's water added to it.
Yeah, it definitely was
It's
not.
very muted.
I'm hoping it isn't something that we're supposed to like and everybody else does,
Is
but
what-
tonight,
is what it is.
Tonight, it just didn't happen for me. I got to take a couple real quick sips here to get my second one out, but I got a pretty good idea what it might be.
Oh, I need to put the. I'm gonna put Jay's email for anybody that wants to do a whole sponsorship, but I don't know what Jay's email is. So give me 1 second. I'll put that up there. Do you have like? Oh, you've only put one out. Okay. Is your second to last place like a close call, or?
I got roughly for me, Trenton, I got 3 that were kind of like my top ranked through, and I got 3 that were kind of like a little below that, and then I had the one that we just pushed out that was way below everything. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Okay. Guys, I'm gonna put our friend Jay's email in the chat. I'll pin it. Jay is the one who has been setting up the golf outing, taking care of whole sponsorships, and like pretty much most of the stuff. Kent's been helping out as well.
I've been doing some things here the last few weeks and getting things together. But man, Jay's killing it with what he's getting going.
Yeah,
and organized.
And he, right off the bat, said, I'm taking the load on this
Boiled peanuts.
and
Well,
making
he-
sure it happens.
He definitely has.
Yeah, in our time,
He
Trent and I's time
jumped in head first.
is
I
limited.
appreciate that, Jay.
So Jay has really done a huge work.
No, it's
got
not.
Michelle.
It's not?
No.
Remember when we went and had those beers at the bar in Georgia?
Yeah.
Was the guy's name Rusty? Or something? What was his name? Because there's someone on here that said his name is Rusty Wise and said, y'all just got to get a hold of some good boiled peanuts to appreciate what they are.
I
So, like, how would that... I feel like that
Well,
has
we
to
said
be-
it. in the
We
video.
talked about
Oh,
boiled
okay.
peanuts in a
We said
video.
it in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
video.
Sorry, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, we
Just
did.
kidding.
Yeah, that's a good point. Jay is currently out of town, so he might not reply immediately. And I love Jay, and I usually wouldn't wish this upon anybody, but just for a good cause, just flood the heck out of his email. Let's raise some money so when he gets back, he's just overwhelmed. But it's all for a good cause, so.
Yeah. So Kent, I don't know what's your second one out. I think I know, but now it's just from this point on. Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah, and that's yeah.
Are you struggling?
And the only reason I'm doing that is because of the tail end of that sip.
F.
It is excellent until you go to swallow it and it's dry oak.
I was conflicted, but Kent, you can look at my notes. in my scoring, and that's F. That's why I said, "Wow, you're doing that," because F was my next one lowest score was tested. So
it's disappointing
call out,
really
too.
because the nose is very good, and the front end of the sip, mid palate's good. As soon as you go to swallow, it turns
Yeah.
dry and oaky.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
Yeah, and that's. I said wow because I was shocked he was going to push out the same one as me. We got so many up here in the first one was obvious, so I'll give it that. But I'm kind of surprised we're the same on the next one. So I think I know what I'm taking out after that, Kent. So for me, I'll go first on this one since you went first on that one. I'm going to take out this one. What is
Okay,
that?
that's
E.
that is where I'll differ.
I figured we'd get through
And,
some sooner or later.
That was not even in consideration for this next one. We differ that much on that one.
Yep.
Man,
Yours was E.
Tough. Mine was E, pal. Yeah, that was mine. Yep. And I'm gonna keep my mouth shut for now, but I've got two on here that would have been close to consideration. So if Kent pushes out one of these two, I'll let you know if I was right or wrong.
Robert is asking when we are going to go to a bookstore together. Robert, I don't know the last time I stepped foot into a bookstore, maybe at the Scholastic Book Fair in second grade at my local elementary school.
So, yeah.
My wife would love to go to a bookstore, Robert. And we shared that too. I mean, he knows that you're
Oh, he would have loved the bookstore I went into in
Sorry.
Phoenix.
yeah. Oh, that was, yeah, he would have.
That was incredible. I
Yes, he
could have
would've.
stayed for days in that store, although I got in trouble.
Yes, he would have. Yes, he would have.
Jay, I will talk about why I didn't put that specific bottle in the lineup shortly after we go through the thing. I could have honestly put 12 different bottles in here. I don't think we have enough pizza for that, though, to be fair. Ken, did you pick your next out?
right there.
Yeah.
And again, almost exact same reason. It's a little oaky.
Yeah. Yep.
Just turns a little oaky for me.
Okay. Well, here's where I'm at. I'm going to differ again. I will say that was one of the two that I thought Kent might push out next. However, Trenton knows that I kind of am a fan of a burly oaky note.
Yeah.
As long as it's kind of aged well and kind of tastes good. And for me, though, I'm going to push out next A. That's where I'm going next. So, and the only reason I'm pushing out A next, this just seems a little weaker of a palate than some of the other ones that are left.
I don't know if you noticed,
It's good.
but before I pushed G out, I was going back and forth between A and G,
Were you?
trying them, because this will be my next one.
Yeah, and so here we go. So the G will come up for me after A. So you have all the writing this down? You guys writing this down or no?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I got you.
Because I don't know if Kent has been or not. I'm trying to keep up with what I'm pushing out.
Your
have-
fourth is also A, Kent?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we're kind of on the same page roughly there, just a little bit different. I get it. I get the oak part. Trenton and I usually differ in blinds too with that oak note. You know, if it's a little aggressive, but
Yeah,
I kind of like it more than he does.
The two that I pushed out for that reason just seem more like a dry oak to me, which I like more of a rich oak if it's going to be in there.
Right.
What are you laughing at?
Come,
I'm
Russell,
laughing
I know.
at it, too.
I know. As soon as I say the name, you'll know. Try. Russell, thanks for the donation, $5. My favorite channel on YouTube. Any new SLB tries plans? Time has gotten the best of us. We would love to continue doing some of that stuff, but it just really got difficult. Trenton and his job that he has in his career, he is just blooming like a beautiful flower. And his time is getting extremely limited, and it's just getting in time for drywall thing too, Ken. If you remember when it gets into spring, going to summer, it's a busy time, and I don't know. It's just difficult. We like to do it, so hopefully that we will. Jay, thank you also for $5. Love watching you guys. My wife calls Kurt the Bourbon Mr. Rogers. Well, the funny part about that is, Jay,
I love it.
that is not the first time that I've been called the bourbon or the whiskey Mr. Rogers. And I guess I'm okay with that. That's all right.
You were called something in Arizona. What was it?
Was it Jim Neighbors?
I've been that too. I've been called Jim Neighbors. Another one I've been called is Larry Bird. I've been called that a few times. What was the one in Arizona? I don't remember.
I heard of Julia Roberts before.
Julia Roberts, Julia Child.
Who's Julia Roberts?
Julia Roberts is an actress.
Well, no, who's the baker cooker person?
It's Julia Child.
Yeah, the Julia Child. Yeah, somebody that was a comment before.
Really? I don't remember
Yeah.
that one.
And Bob Ross of Bourbon.
Oh yeah, you gotta love Bob Ross.
Yeah, that's who it was.
Yeah.
That's right,
Who
That's
said
right.
Chad said that?
Bob Ross.
Right?
Yep, he did.
I knew it was
Hilarious.
somebody. We laughed about
Yeah,
it.
it was. Bob
And
Ross.
Robert, the bookstore is in Phoenix. It's not in Indiana, unfortunately, or I would be there all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a good.
So if
one.
you ever meet us in Phoenix, I would
Yeah.
love to show you this bookstore.
So
The
Trenton-
owner is extremely grumpy, though.
He is. But Rebecca, as per norm, kind of doesn't kind of abide by the rules. Sometimes you kind of make your own rules, and you kind of slinked in some areas you weren't supposed to be in, though.
I got in trouble.
But I'm sure there was something on the shelf you just had to see.
Well, there was.
Exactly. That's right.
I'm like, how do I get back there? And
you just made
I
your
just
own
moved
way.
a little bookshelf on wheels
There you
and
go. You just
went right back there.
you did. Trenton, this is from Brandon F. Brandon, you stay classy, San Diego. I'm Kurt Ludington.
Isn't that great? I was waiting for you to hear that one, Caleb.
If there's one movie that Rebecca hates, it's that one.
I don't know how you can hate Anchorman.
She does.
One of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
Hate
Somebody said I get more of a Ask This Old House vibe from Kurt.
Have you ever watched that show, Trenton?
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, that
Heroku TV or not Heroku, Roku TV, that live channel. You do
I don't even know how to pronounce Ro what?
Roku.
Oh.
Yeah, well, Michelle and I go between that and Antiques Roadshow.
Oh, and Modern Marvel.
Modern Marvels, yeah. I'll fall asleep to some engineering disasters.
I have watched that
Sometimes.
quite a bit too. It's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
interesting.
it's really interesting but boring, so I get tired.
I watch things like that when I go to bed.
I wouldn't know how to. If it doesn't come up when I turn that TV on, it's not cable, and I don't even know how to watch TV. I would never watch TV.
I have to
I
watch
do a lot
something-
more reading with Robert. is what
I don't.
do.
Well, I don't do a lot of TV at all, but I always have to put it on for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes before I go to sleep, and it has to be something I don't mind turning off. And catching late. The rest of it later. If I get wrapped into something, then I'm in trouble. They're Wade the Goonie or Wall the Goonie. Sorry. Hello again, SLB. No luck finding the Galileo. Moved on to finding the maker seller aged.
Good.
And he asked where I rank it amongst all the makers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I really like that one quite a bit. But I will say some of the, what do they call them? The wood series, wood finishing series, or some of those that I've found are definitely a couple of my favorites. One of the first ones I found was from South Carolina. The Palmetto State, I think it was called. It's still one of my favorites. It's the first wood finishing series that I found. And I'm getting down toward the bottom, but I really like that one. Because they're bigger, bolder flavors, some of them, some of the picks. But I think it's hard to beat cellar aged as far as a balanced
yeah.
pour. It is so balanced.
It's so good.
so balanced. And
Got a lot
the
of
flavors
neat
are great.
It's not deep and dark, but it has a plethora of beautiful mid-type flavors that run through there.
Yeah, Kurt helped me out getting that one, and I'm thankful he did because that's a great pour.
Yeah.
What was your third out or your third place? G.
My third place was G.
Okay. Kent hasn't picked his yet.
Oh, okay. I got Ken has a picture.
E.
E.
I already know my 1, 2, 3. So
Okay.
You do?
oh yeah.
I'm
I was sitting here tasting while you guys were.
So I'm 1 and 2.
I was figuring it all out.
Ever tried Cedar Ridge barrel proof? Yeah, we're actually going to Cedar Ridge here, hopefully in the next month or two, to do a barrel pick.
If they ever email back.
I can't wait.
No,
I'll tell you what, man.
I've been dropping the ball with Jamie because he
Some
did
of the
call
stuff-
and left a voicemail, and I missed it the other day, and I called him back, and I just haven't heard anything from him yet.
Some of the stuff Matt and Katie's hooked us up from there is outstanding.
It's unreal. What? Hey, Kevin Page. First off, thank you for the $100 donation, man. Love this channel and the amazing charities. Thank you for your support. Great blind tasting as well. What are some distilleries out where you're at, Connecticut / Maine?
That's a good question. I don't know
I'll
what's
be
out
in
there.
Maine.
I'd like to know myself.
Yeah. When it comes to like East Coast distilleries, apart from like Widow Jane, and I'm pretty sure they just use Heaven Hill source stuff.
We can do some
Well, Penelope.
lobster roll pairing with bourbon.
Ooh.
I'd even try that.
You'd be going on that trip, wouldn't you? That's right.
I would love to go to Connecticut.
I know. We had that wonderful time in Portland, Maine.
Me and-
Remember we went there? That was
Me and
I'll be there
Carrie,
in
me and
July.
Carrie spent 4 days in Connecticut, and it is a really cool area.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah.
Oh, thanks for joining us, Mike Rada. Come on. Holly goes to sleep watching Family Guy. Now that
I don't know if I could do
is kind of my speed.
So the problem with that is, Holly,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think I wouldn't fall asleep.
when the boys were growing up and still at the house, they fell asleep with that playing. And so the intro would just go over and over and over and over.
Oh, back when we were using the DVDs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we had that on
And-
DVD.
I would really like, I don't mind watching it, but I need to skip the intro. I've heard it way too many times in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Or it's like when you would leave Adult Swim on, and you'd fall asleep and you wake up at like 3 o'clock and you're like, what is on right now? Just some of the
Strobe lights and stuff.
some of the weirdest stuff. Then you got a Hunger Force one or
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and I woke up to Bleach once when I was like 7, and that was pretty violent. Oh, you guys both have the same last two then.
Yeah, and Kent, go ahead. I'm struggling a bit. I think I have an idea. I knew that's what he'd do. I like them both though, Kent. So this is your first place.
Yeah.
That's obviously a little bit bolder.
Yeah.
It does have some wonderful flavors. It is a bit bolder. It's got a lot of stuff going on, but I'm really digging over here too. That it just has a
Yeah.
calming vibe to it. It's got just a real nice.
And, you know, my initial note for that one was love. That's all I put.
There you go.
Beautiful.
But,
Yeah.
but this one,
I know.
I've got all kinds of notes of stuff I liked about
I
it
know.
because there's so much
I know.
in there.
I know, and I'm having a hard time with that too. But I'm going to have to go the same direction. It's just so good. So that's me too. I've got D then Trenton in second, and I've got B in first. But I really,
It's crazy. We didn't vary too much.
Not too much.
Really?
No.
I really enjoyed D tonight as well, though. Very, very good.
Yeah.
Cool.
I agree.
I'll
This
go-
one here's outstanding. Outstanding port.
It's all right.
Back here.
Would you like to try it, Kill?
I would.
Did the people from whoever makes that Jimmy Red or the Jimmy Crack Corn?
Yeah. I don't care.
That's
Sure.
South Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Because I think Virginia's down in South Carolina, and
Really?
a couple other folks that I know that we've been talking about going there for a while, and we were going to do an event there. I haven't heard back from the individual yet, or I didn't message him back. I don't know.
Right.
But do you want to talk maybe a little bit about the potential on the road situation? We've been kicking that idea around for a while.
Since
Be
the
interested
start.
since the start, really. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. You can read the first one, and I need to read the second one. That's funny.
Frank, can't wait. Can't wait does the new. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have read that correctly. My apologies. Can't wait does the new barrel pick. For the new barrel picks, like you said. Love that you're raising money for a great cause. Thank you, Frank. Thank you so much
Stone
for
Cold.
the donation.
Stone Cold said, "Can't wait to finish last in the golf tournament."
I think you might have some competition, Stone.
that
I'm pretty sure.
I know a handful of groups that are getting into it, foursomes that are getting into it, that are literally coming just to support. So I think there'll be some tough competition at the bottom of that tier.
Wait till you see me swing the club.
I'm gonna
Chris.
I'm gonna see it firsthand.
Chris Engel. Good to hear from you, buddy. I'm glad
Hey,
you're on the
Chris.
stream tonight. Yeah, $10. Thanks, man. Much love, SLB fam. We're trying to be required to stay on the cart path while dragging that wagon all over Aberdeen. I had to read that out loud, Trenton. I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
I knew I liked you, Chris.
Gosh, that was awesome.
Anyways, you both picked, what was it, F? Or no, it was C in last place.
Correct. See,
Correct. Oh my gosh.
that's just horrible. You did that on purpose. Well, all right, whatever. Russell's 10 year,
Hey, he put-
$35 bottle.
He put water in it.
$35 bottle, I guess. I mean,
Good.
Yeah, that's good.
the problem with that one was, honestly, for me, Kent, it just didn't stand up to everything else that we had on that.
But
side.
it was just a weaker
But you got to
profile
realize, it's a
way to get it.
$35 bottle. If we had that bottle with 7 other ones or 6 other ones that were $35, then we'll see what happens.
You both picked this one. I think this one was F.
Correct.
In
6.
6th place.
Yep.
Wow.
That's surprising.
I'm very shocked by that one.
I am too.
Jack Daniels 10 year. Huh. Now what? Wait. What was that one
A
again?
little dry on the back, on little
F.
dry oak.
F? Hang on, I
Yeah.
gotta find that again.
Little dry oak.
Never mind, I won't.
Did you dump it?
No, of course not. I'm gonna put this in a infinity bottle.
Yeah, someone actually asked, what do you guys do with the what's left? So perfect timing.
They
It
do
is pretty
this.
Yeah, that's an infinity bottle we have going right now, so it'll probably be in there. It is good. I think all the rest of them for me, Trenton, I think, I must say that, and I don't know if you can say that too, Kent, but the other 6 I thought were pretty good. We're just trying to pick things that we liked less.
I
than
just
the other
thought, literally, I thought this one had water added to it. It just seemed so weaker, so much weaker than the rest of them.
$35 bottle.
Right.
Who, so you guys differed on 5th place. Whose should I go with?
Just go with Kent's, it's fine.
So Kent had G in 5th place.
Correct.
He had G.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll at the end of when we get done with this one, I'll switch it around to what mine would have been. Ooh, Widow Jane tenure. Okay, well, I have to admit something that I'm not totally surprised. That's kind of the lower part of your list. Trenton and I also disagree a little bit with that bottle.
Okay.
I like that bottle more than he does.
It's got some nice pecan stuff going on.
Yes.
It's a little bit on the nuttier, oakier
Yes.
side, but
Yeah,
I don't dislike it by any means.
Oh yeah, I don't dislike it. It just
I like it quite a bit.
didn't match up to the other ones.
And then in the, was it 4th place? You had A. Both of you had A.
Correct. I had A. I know that much.
Oh, okay, all right. Can of tenure.
Yeah.
I haven't, honestly, Trenton, I haven't dipped into that bottle in a long time.
I haven't either.
Long time.
Because honestly, I'm down to about right. I got like this much left, and I just don't want to buy one for $80. I don't.
I don't either.
So that's why I haven't gotten into it in a long time.
It's rough for that price. I wouldn't buy it
Yeah.
anymore.
No,
For
it's
sure.
it's awesome for the 35-40 that I was getting for, but
Mm-hmm.
and you know my notes match up perfect to that because I've always thought that was a extremely balanced,
Yeah,
you know,
Sure.
well-rounded pour,
sure.
great for the money until it went to $80.
There you go.
Your 3rd place, which was E. Kent, and this is mine
Oh, wow.
that I have at home.
There you go. Rebel tenure.
Okay.
This really shocks me.
I am very surprised
Yeah, I
that this
guess.
Well,
did
and
as
I'm-
poorly as it did.
I don't
don't know.
remember because I have a 10-year, and I don't remember it being that dry oak on the back end. But that's what I got tonight was very dry oak.
Interesting. Yeah, it was very interesting.
We'll have to try that one again when we get back to your house.
Yeah.
And then you both had D as 2nd place.
Okay.
Oh,
Old Rip.
yeah.
Old Rip tenure, and I already know what you're going to pull out for number 1.
What?
Michter's tenure.
You sure about that?
I'm pretty positive.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm going to be honest with you, Trenton. I really, truly didn't know Kent, but I had a feeling 1 and 2 were these two.
Yeah, I didn't.
I was so impressed by this one. When Trent, we don't have the new one yet for this year, right? We're always the last one to get everything. So
I'm working on it from Harry.
I know you are.
the moment.
But I don't think we have it yet. This is last year's. And remember, we opened it up. We were like, it's always a pretty good bottle, but it's never over the top. This one was just wonderful.
Yeah.
So I had a feeling these are the top two. So I wouldn't have guessed before he brought this one out already, though. So, but I figured it was top two.
It was fantastic.
So Trenton helped me and line up for what mine would have been. This was Kent's lineup then, first to last. So
So
this one stays the same, obviously.
that stays the same.
That stays the same,
That stays the same, and the
That's-
first two stay the same.
right?
So the only difference there is that you had. Now I'm gonna get all screwed up here.
It's all right.
You
I can
had
tell
the
you what I
had
had.
the Rebel in 5th place.
I can tell you what I have.
least-
But
Oh no, you got just flip the Rebel and the Widow Jane.
yeah.
That's all that's different.
That's what I figured.
Okay. So
So that completely makes sense.
it clearly says to me, this has always been an okay bottle for me. It's all right. This one still doesn't surprise me. It's $35 compared to the rest of the lineup. I'm a pretty big fan of Widow Jane 10-year myself, so it doesn't surprise me that this landed in third for me. And McKenna's McKenna, so it's a pretty good bottle, so that doesn't surprise me. This just shocks me to death. I would have expected this to be up here or here, one of the two.
Yeah.
It doesn't have what it takes to get in these two, but I would expected this. That's what if you'd asked me my lineup, I actually would have expected that. If you'd asked me my lineup before we started, that's what I would have guessed, or possibly even this. Possibly.
That's what I would have guessed.
Okay.
The batch on the Jack 10 is batch 2.
That's what I would have guessed.
Where's that, pal?
It's on the bottom. It's batch 2.
Okay. Yep, batch 2.
And I don't know which one I have, but I don't remember it being dry and okay on the back end. But yeah,
I don't remember either.
Back to the house.
Because we just put
'Cause, you know, we'll
Jack
need another
12.
drink when we get home.
We just put Jack 12 in the lineup for today's blind, for the 12-year blind, and that I think
Yeah, one.
it won. So I'm just surprised that the Jack finished very, very far behind.
Me too. But hey, every blind's different. Every day's tasting is different. That's the only surprise. The rest of them could have went wherever they went and it would have been fine. But this one was a surprise, I've got to say. Brent, you're speaking of High Wire Distillery in Charleston, South Carolina. I'll be there next week for a visit. Love them channel guys. Hello from South Carolina. Thank you, Brent. He was talking about.
Oh, the Jimmy Red, yeah.
Correct.
Did they message you? Did they message you, or am I thinking of like Whiskey Acres?
Whiskey Acres I've been talking with, but I do have something on there. I can't remember if it's from a particular individual or actually from them, because I do have something on my messages about it.
Yeah, we've talked about. I mean, we're pretty slammed with picks so far this year. We're gonna end up doing. We actually have to pick another one tonight after this video or the live stream. You're welcome. But I think we'll have probably 20 some odd picks for the whole year. We like to keep it within that range. We could probably end up doing 30 or 40, and these are all through our Patreon. So if you want to check that out, you can go to our Patreon. I'll toss the link in the pinned thing here in a second. But we've talked about because we try to go to every single distillery that we've never been to before, and we do another pick, and then we'll do like a little meetup at these distilleries and stuff when we do go, and it's a lot of fun. We did one at Still Austin for a couple hours. Where else did we do one at? Like recently.
We just did one
A meet
2
and
weekends
greet?
ago.
Yeah.
You're talking about meet and greet? Yeah, we did one in
weekends ago
Arizona
in,
when we were there on vacation. We did one a couple of weeks ago when we were in Atlanta.
Yeah.
We did do one in Atlanta?
Yes.
We had to do it at that restaurant that kept lined up.
Remember?
Remember you were so involved with that?
at the
I'm
wrecking
shocked
bar?
you don't
Yes.
remember.
At the wrecking bar?
Yeah, that was a cool place.
Like the old.
Kent,
That was a
Kent
great
played his
place.
magic and lined that up for
That was
us.
a great place.
Yeah, it didn't work out at the distilleries. They had stuff going on, so Kent was able to, as soon as he got down there, he was talking to everybody under the sun and was able to, within a half a day, line up the meet and greet, the wrecking ball, which was tons of fun. So, yeah, it was, we try to do it everywhere we go. We really do. So, Matt ADHD Whiskey, hey guys, cheers all. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate it, buddy, and I'm happy for you and everything that you do at Barrel King. I will have to tell you this though, Matt, we don't have the opportunity to see any Barrel King up here whatsoever. So if you want to message Trenton on email or message me on Instagram, I think we've talked on Instagram. That I would like to. I know I watched your video on your very first blend that he did, and it sounded awesome. So thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. And I hope everything is going well with the choppers. You're looking good, and I think at the end of the day, you're going to be doing just fine, Bubba. So thank you, buddy. Appreciate you watching.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of sick. Sorry. Did you want to open some of that?
Yeah, we'll
stuff and try
Ken,
it?
if you want to throw that
sure.
way real quick.
You haven't really had a lot to drink tonight, so.
No, not much at all, actually. No. I was actually very conservative in my sips, to be honest with you. So I was making sure. What do you want to start with, Trenton?
I don't know, man.
Listen,
That's up to you.
I've got a few things over here, and one for sure. I'm going to start with this one first, okay? It's going to surprise you. I'm going to be a little for Trenton, too.
Jeff, I'm really curious. What does "you guys are the Snoop Dogg of bourbon" mean?
Yeah, like how?
Like the OGs.
I guess.
The D-O double G's?
SMOOPW.
But you're not the original though.
That's true.
What does that mean, Trenton? That's not spelled right. D-O-double-G is not spelled right. So that, sir, is what you do to me when I'm up here. What does that mean? What does that mean?
I'm really confused right now.
It's okay, you're getting sick.
This is a sample that was sent to me. This is Ben Holiday, the 1856 original. It's a little label. I think it's a 7-year. And it was sent to me by Russ. It was very kind of you to do that, and had a very nice note in here too as well. And I know it shocks you, Trent, but I had just the tiniest sip of this. So here you go. I want you to try it.
Oh, I have to get up.
Here, Caleb. Would you help him?
I'm
You can have a
feeling
little sip
lazy,
of it
I'm
before
sorry.
you give it to him too. He's
I'll steal a sip.
he's had enough.
Let him have that. I'll give the rest of this to you.
Okay.
He's
Thank
had
you.
enough excitement for one night. Trenton's got it.
He's been over there
Smells pretty
missing
good.
out on the pours. He can get it.
I know.
Yeah.
It smells pretty dang good.
I know.
I didn't even know they did a 7-year. I know that I think it's Michael P. He is one of our patrons. I think he has every single Ben Holiday
nice.
release.
Way different than the lineup
Like
we just
12
had,
or
but that's
15 of the 12 or 15 of the ancient cavern or ancient cave or whatever the heck they call it.
Right.
Jeff doesn't know what that means. He thought it would be funny, but then Mr. J.H. Christ said Jeff F. is the Eminem of commenters. Snoop, OG of weed, you're the OG of bourbon. Okay,
Okay.
I can get behind that a little bit.
I mean,
I don't
yeah,
think
Big
so.
pants to fill, though.
I don't think so.
Right? Is that what they say?
shoes, but
Big
okay.
shoes, little pants. Well, when you got a wagon, you gotta get bigger pants.
Okay,
We don't.
that's fair.
We don't fill the professional
callback.
role, Trent. That's not what we do. We don't fill the OG professional role. That's
No,
not what we
no.
do.
Me and Kurt's wagon.
Matt's on here. He's way more professional than we are. That's for darn sure.
Me and Kurt's wagon switched spots. It came up here.
But Ken, I hate to bring this stuff up, but I've got a disease.
I
Oh,
know.
geez, here we go.
That's what the problem is. I got a disease. I got the big gut, no butt disease. And, it's nothing to laugh about. It's nothing, it's hard to talk about sometimes, to tell you the truth.
Is this the bourbon lore one?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
Okay. You should have let off with that. So here's the thing: those bourbon lore bottles are going for like $250 for some reason, and they did 1,800 bottles of it. I think is something
Really?
like that.
I thought it was pretty good.
Oh yeah.
And don't get me wrong, it's
I thought it was pretty good.
I think it's good. I don't think it's amazing.
Well,
I think
I wouldn't
it's
say 250 good.
no.
No, I wouldn't say
no.
that. I didn't think that. But I saw 7-year, and I thought for a 7-year, that's pretty darn tasty.
I thought it was good.
That's pretty darn tasty, Ken.
What's
All right.
what's MSRP on them? Do you know?
It was. I don't know anything about bourbon lore or whatever.
Okay.
I know it's like one of the largest things. I know David Jennings Rare Bird is a part of it, is on their board or something or another.
All right. That's
But I
another
honestly,
professional right there.
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one I was interested in right there.
Well, I got two. I got this one and one more, and that's it. But
Save some room for the pick we have to do after this.
yeah, thanks, Trent. I might have to tap out and Caleb's gonna have to substitute for me.
Jonathan Huntley, $5. Night all pretzel fun for Trent to keep wagon ready.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you saw it earlier, but
Last, go ahead, I'm sorry.
I would say Jonathan asked earlier if Trenton had pretzels, and I told all of YouTube how you keep a container of pretzels next to the bed.
I keep a barrel of pretzels next to the bed. I keep a bag of Heavenly Hunks next to the bed. And I have Juji Fruits, Hot Tamales, Nerds.
Still
I
on
gotta
the
get some.
licorice kick?
I gotta get some
Still on the
licorice.
licorice kick?
No.
No.
Cookies now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just got these.
Wait and see what that wagon is. 5
No,
years
it's been.
from now.
You can order them to your house
Yes, and we have done it 3 times.
3 times already since we got back from Atlanta. And I just bought another. One. It's called Last Crumb. I just bought one of those, and it's like 12 cookies. So we're doing that when we get home. But
The packaging is awesome.
it wasn't a cheap thing, but it's a cool experience, I think. Heavenly Hunks, yeah, we can thank Dave Frizzell. Why is the bot taking your message down? What are you saying that's naughty? Okay.
Oh.
Did I just hear Trent say he has Heavenly Hunks by the bed? You sure heard that right,
Oh, Lord. All right, Trent, this one was what, sent to us, I think? Isn't that what you told me?
Yes.
It's found north?
Dave? Yeah, and it got delivered, and then I had to come here, so I just opened the box to see what it was, so I could throw it
I
out.
think they had to deliver it to us. I mean, they had to send it to us, the folks at at Found North, so thank you for that. This one is called Helldiver. It's a 15-year cast strength. Oh, let's see, 85% corn, 14% rye, 1% malted barley. It's 119 proof. 15-year corn whiskey, 22-year corn whiskey, 23-year corn whiskey, and an 18-year rye and a 19-year rye. That is what's in the blend. That's kind of a little bit of an overview. It's kind of a beautiful label, though. I really like that label.
Yeah, it's a good
It's
looking
kind of neat
bottle.
looking bottle.
So somebody's got to get Bob Glass out of here. $2 for Trent to buy a comb. Come on, it's not that bad, is it?
Bob, thank you. I'll make sure he gets that $2 and I'll make sure he buys a comb.
I done did
They
that.
just assume now.
Yeah, at this point,
It's
it's
just an assumption that his hair is gonna be a hot mess. When he had the wig on, somebody said he finally combed his hair.
Yeah, Jen, thank you for the
Heavenly Hunks.
Heavenly Hunks.
Jen?
Oh, that is
Yeah.
right, that was Jen, wasn't it?
The first night we were we did like a little meetup.
Yes.
And she brought them, and I had 8 of them,
Yeah.
and they were really
Right.
good. So I just keep buying them all the time.
Yeah.
Trenton must be pre-diabetic.
Can you open that one?
I'm not going to go down that road. Well, okay. There was a comment above here, something like that too.
You will end up with a double-decker wagon.
Well, we're almost there actually. Geez, better check that A1C. What is A1C?
That's
It sounds like
Diabetic term.
diabetic.
Oh, is it?
It's a
the
marker for
numbers.
diabetes.
Dr. Kent knows. I don't know, Trent. You should try that. I know you haven't so far been a huge fan of Found North, but this one's pretty good.
Is this the Found North?
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Honestly.
I really like
This
that.
is a cognac cask.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't say that. Yeah, this was finished in cognac cask, sherry cask, and New American oak casks.
I would
So-
drink this. It
That's why I
smells
like it
good.
so much.
This is really,
Yeah, it's
really
awesome.
good.
Oh, they're not up on the screen. That's why.
Oh.
It's awesome.
Sorry.
Yeah, we lost that screen.
This would be the best thing ever. Caleb, you can't see this, dude, but this is a comment from Clarence. How about SLB tries with Kent and Caleb? I don't know if you want to see that show.
It would.
I don't know.
It could
I
get
don't know if you
real
wanna-
interesting.
I don't know if you want to see that
I
show.
feel like that'd be
I'm
awesome.
up for it.
You know,
Whatever happens, we'll have fun.
the
Yeah.
the thing is with me and Caleb is we'd be out to get each other.
Oh,
So
yeah.
depending on who's picking, it could get real interesting.
that's crazy.
I
I
think
mean, we just have to agree that we both get to pick one for each other.
Well, yeah, I mean,
that would be a lot of fun. We like having Kurt do. What was that? Mike Rowe, who did Dirty Jobs.
Yeah.
Just get him doing stuff like that, but more like on the level that you guys
Yeah.
usually do.
Nick, thank you for the donation, pal. Great line, all good bottles. Mrs. Old Tractor Garage, enjoying this time with SLB fam. After a long and eventful week, thank you for all you do. It's kind of easy when you have a community like we do.
She put it in the chat. Matt got run over by a lawnmower.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it wasn't like on. It just rolled down the hill and pinned him under it and a couple other things.
Good grief.
Yeah.
Matt,
He's good though.
be careful.
He's fine.
I'm happy with that. Be careful, dude.
You can't just lead with ran over by a lawnmower.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's okay, but
I know.
And we almost got sucked up by a tornado a little bit ago.
I just clickbait like my normal words with
that's
that.
funny.
That's a heck of a lead off there.
Brett DeBoer, dang, Trenton already forgot he hung out with me in Atlanta. Tragic.
To be fair, I forgot what I did yesterday.
Obviously.
What hangout did we do there? What meetup?
That was sad, Brett. Brett's the one who hung out the longest.
Yeah.
Come on. All right, we're gonna sign off, guys, here in just a second. But in true SLB style, I thought it would be appropriate for our last tasting to be a bottle that Trenton bought. Did you buy this from Harry?
I sure did.
This bottle has the sticker right here on it. It's $27. It's 88 proof and it's Bird Dog Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. This is supposed to be a 7-year. All right, it's supposed to be a 7-year. It is a blend. I saw in the back here.
Is it? I have not had a bird dog that wasn't flavored.
I didn't know they did
I
that.
haven't either. So you know what? I thought since it's $27, Trenton pulled it off the shelf. Hey, I'm all up to give it a
You
shot.
never know.
No, man. No. So here we go.
It's
We're gonna try to
a
figure
few
this out.
dollars above Caleb's normal go-to, but maybe it's a new
Hey,
go-to.
this might be a new thing for you, Caleb. Hang on, we'll let you know.
I have tried Bird Dog Bourbon, but not 7-year.
Really, I never have.
Hey, if it's less than $30, I'm very interested to give it a shot and give it a try. Is that Matt stuff you put on there?
Yeah. What was the first bird dog you had? Was it grapefruit or was it
Peach, wasn't it?
Peach.
Peach.
That's right.
Very first whiskey that I ever bought when I had no idea what I was looking at. And I bought it, Trenton, from a guy, not from a guy, because there was, I was looking at there like looking at the shelving, like I have no idea what I'm even doing, you know? Trying to buy, you know, Rebecca, your mom was in there with us, right? And it was in Maryville. And we're looking around and and I don't know what's going on. So this guy, he comes up, he says, "Hey man, you ever tried these Bird Dog whiskeys?" And I said, "No." He said, "Try this peach one, man. I just bought it the other day. I drank almost the whole bottle. I woke up the next morning, it was on my chest. It's delicious." That's exactly what he said. Ask your mom. And I said, "Okay." So I tried it. I bought it. I didn't know anything different. I didn't know any better. That's the first whiskey that I ever purchased. Bird Dog Peach Whiskey.
Peach Arnold Palmer. That actually sounds really good.
Peach Arnold Palmer. Justin makes one.
It's
Blackberry, Bird Dog and Coke.
bird dog-esque to me.
Okay.
It's not bad.
A new budget bourbon, possibly.
Mad Dog 2020
I don't know
whiskey.
if it reached the heights of that, but I mean, hey, what do you
Does-
think? I could sip that, kid. What do you think?
I can sip it for sure.
Yeah.
It's very easy to drink.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I was going to say that. You could
and-
definitely sit there and have a few
Yeah.
of them, no problem.
Yeah.
Not, you know, you get some flavor on the front and the mid palate just to touch it. It's gone after that. I mean, let's face it, there's not much there after that.
I'd say.
But, you know.
I'd say it's a good entry bourbon
Uh-huh.
with not a whole lot of harshness to it.
It's a session drinker,
Yeah.
as they would say in beer.
It's the session beer of
Yeah.
bourbon.
Does it say where it comes from on the back? Anyway.
Kentucky. Distilled, aged, and bottled in Kentucky.
Doesn't say like bottled by or anything like that.
Distilled Asian bottled in Kentucky.
Okay.
That's bottled by Three Springs Bottling Company, Bowling Green, Kentucky. For Western Spirits,
Okay.
if that tells you anything.
It does not. Not the main thing I want to know, which is
You
where
know
it's
what?
coming from.
You know what, honestly, for $27,
It's not that bad.
not bad.
But what's your,
Evan Williams, that's Caleb's
That's Ellen Williams bottled in bond.
thing. Yeah.
well, and then
And the
Black label, is it?
17.
Oh, 1783.
1783.
Yeah, I remember.
And that one, I remember the first
That
couple
was-
times you got it, it was
yeah.
like $13.
Yeah, the first time I
It's
got
went
it,
up
it
a
was
little bit, but-
$12.99.
Yeah, it's not quite as good as that stuff. No.
No.
Yeah.
But
Can't beat that
it's
one
not
for
Yeah.
15 and under, man.
Yeah, but I'm used to just seeing, flavored whiskeys from Bird Dog. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
No,
and
it
it's,
isn't.
and it's priced to where it should be. So hey, I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain.
Well, real quick, guys, thank you to everybody else who donated to this. If you emailed Jay about a whole sponsorship, or if you plan on donating a bottle or an item or something for the suicide awareness golf outing we're doing on May 24th, just give him a couple days. He is on vacation and it is a weekend. We want to make sure that he's able to relax after all the hard work he's put into making this come to fruition.
Yep.
The link and everything will be active until the day after the golf outing, so there's plenty of time to donate still, or send bottles, or send items, or whatever you want to do. We have people, I think, giving out speakers and TVs and a couple other things at the golf outing, right?
We're putting together a pretty good raffle selection for the day of the golf outing. There's going to be some really cool stuff up there. I think that, you've been to golf outings numerous times, and it's exciting, whether you win or lose or whatever, you get in there and you're all excited to see what
Yeah,
your raffle ticket
sure,
does. And,
sure,
you got all
absolutely.
these cool things up there, so we
Yep.
wanted to make it a fun thing afterwards,
Yes.
too, to where
Yeah.
there's fun things too.
Yeah. Robert shared, one of my favorite people. Okay, SLB fam, gotta go. Love this community. Good night. Love y'all. Love you back, pal.
Good night, Robert.
Yeah, buddy. Thanks for tuning in.
Enjoy it.
Let's see what else. Yeah, I think that's kind of it for that I had, at least for the links and stuff.
All right. Hey, guys, honestly, this has been another wonderful night. It really has. I look forward.
Great job, Trenton, on the lineup.
Yeah, you did pretty good. You
That was a
didn't
good,
really,
solid
you
lineup.
didn't really slap us around too
No.
hard.
I told you I wasn't gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Put the wood to
I don't ever believe that. You know how that goes, but
Somebody asked, I didn't put Eagle Rare 10 in there just because there was already a product from Buffalo Trace. I wanted to.
It's okay. I had to pour that before I left the house.
Did you?
I did.
I wanted to
Like
make sure I
I'm
could
gonna-
toss in a couple different distilleries and
yeah,
stuff
I'm
in the
glad you
lineup.
did. I
So.
think it was a good lineup, Trenton. I really did. I thought you did a good job. And of course, you had to sneak that Russell's tenure in there on me just so I could be in front of everybody
Oh, I had
and
to.
put it in last place because you knew it'd probably be somewhere down there at the end.
No, I thought it was going to surpass a couple like McKenna. I thought that was going to do better than Widow Jane, a couple other ones, but
Well, unfortunately, it didn't tonight. But at any rate, it's always a guy. I look forward to these. It's really a hangout for us more than anything else. We have some people down here, and it's always fun. I was glad to have Caleb and Corey down here. It's always fun. I was actually happy to see our oldest son Kyle on here tonight too. He's been doing a fantastic job with the shorts.
Yeah, those are funny, Cal. I've enjoyed them, man.
He's been doing a really good job with that. We're going to incorporate him and other things that we have planned coming in here soon. And it's always just fun hanging out with honestly each and every one of you. Truthfully, thank you, Matt from ADHD Whiskey for joining us tonight. That's very special. One thing I can always say about Matt, that I do appreciate his honesty and his reviews. I'll tell you one thing, Trenton. If I'm ever conflicted in a sip, and I want an honest review, I'll go to his and see if he's got one, because at least I know he's going to tell me if it sucks or if it's, he'll say it, and I appreciate that. So anyways, what do you got up here now, dude? Beach Sand Bourbon, $20. Thank you, buddy. Cheers at SLB Drinks. I love your channel. You are one of the inspirations for starting my channel. All right, Beach and Sand Bourbon. Here is a donation for the outing. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
We'll check out your channel and see what you got going on over there. And I wish you all the best of luck, honestly. And then one thing I could tell you, if there's a couple of words of advice from just an old timer that's non-professional down here in his own basement, be who you are, be real, all right, and be honest. That's it. Some people will like you, some people won't.
Yeah.
That's part of it, and that's okay, right?
That's always the
okay.
case.
Yeah, that's the same here. But we've had those that haven't liked us. There's one person specifically, right, honey, that didn't want Trent on the show. Told me how many times? 3 or 4 times.
Oh, was it? Who was it? What's his name?
Don't go there. Don't go there.
Who's Roy?
Roy.
My boy Roy.
No, it wasn't him.
Oh, well, Roy doesn't like him either.
Well, there's no.
No, Roy gives me a roast every now and
Does he
then.
really? This has been a while ago, and he's like, he's finally his last messaging that we did back and forth. He said, if you don't get Trent off the show, myself and the rest of my golf buddies in our golf league are not going to watch your show anymore. And I went,
Can't make everybody happy.
I'm really sorry. You're just going to have to move on and figure it out. So the funny thing is that same individual, we had breakfast in Arizona with Phil and Julie of the Bourbon Van. Wonderful people, man. I love who they are. I love what they do. I love following their adventures. And most of all, I love the relationship that they have together. So they had the similar experience with the same individual who also was a Patreon for them, who laid down a law saying, if you don't do this, I'm out of Patreon. I'm not going to get into details, but he just kind of said, if you're not going to quit doing that, I'm out. Well, they told him the same thing. Have a good life, and we'll see you another time. You know,
Yeah,
same guy. So you'll have that. It's okay. It's all right.
Can't make everybody happy.
There's some people like that. It's
I
the
just
way it
chuckle.
goes.
It's funny.
Yeah, and I've had plenty that don't like me either. So
We really need Roy merch. Yeah, we do. We do.
you're gonna have to show me that one because I don't know if I've
boy.
seen that. Have you seen that, honey?
Oh, yeah.
Have you?
Kyle said,
You'll have to show me. I don't
Kyle
remember.
Cap says he's just jealous of Trent's wagon.
That and my hair, man. I'll
That's
tell you.
the hair in the wagon that has it. I want to end on that because we can get right down
no.
back in that alley once again. So
Sorry,
Thank you.
other Roy.
thank you everybody for tuning in, man. We love you all. Thanks for all the support for our charity that we got going on right now. That
I
just
really
means-
appreciate that.
Yeah, that means so much to us. We will be, if you can't join us, or if we will be posting a lot. I'm on Instagram. We are on Instagram and Facebook if you want to catch us there. SLB Drinks on Instagram, SLB Basement Bourbon Bar on Facebook. If you're part of our Patreon community, we'll have tons of posts in there about the charity golf outing, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of silliness and a lot of good times. But if you can't join us, we will be keeping you up on the festivities and all the good times that we have there. So, but thank you all for the support. It means the world to us. So on that note, I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you on the next live stream in May. Are you going to be around?
I think so.
All right. I think I will too.
Is that? Wait. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you better look, right? We were
It's
supposed
on
to be
Friday.
somewhere.
The golf
Or-
item?
24th is
Oh,
the golf outing, isn't it?
it is the
Yes,
golf
it
outing.
is.
No, this May 31st is the Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a week in between.
Ooh, that's
Got worried there for a minute.
Memorial Day.
It would have been kind of neat to do the live stream with everybody at the golf course.
I'll tell you, I'm going to be
They're
honest about
chaotic.
it. I'm going to be honest about this. One of my dreams is to have
Well,
a live stream with a
here-
bunch of people.
here's
That
what I'm
would
gonna tell
be a hoot. I would
This is
love
what I'm
that.
going to tell you about that
Would love
idea,
it.
Trenton.
Uh-oh.
It's a horrible idea because you're going to have a big group of people that have been enjoying themselves all day.
Well, that is true. Kent's been in
And-
many golf outings. so
And
he
you would
love it.
probably not get a word in edgewise from the crowd,
Well,
Well,
yeah.
which could be interesting too.
Oh, yeah.
You can
Yeah,
just
yeah.
turn the camera and let her go.
Maybe
a
we'll
natural
figure it out.
singer.
Maybe we'll figure it out another time. I don't know. We'll
I
figure it
think we were talking about doing that for the charity, for the Riley's charity in October, because we have secured an older rye pick from MGP specifically for that, so we'll have those in the auction. We have a ton of bottles already coming from folks for the auction for this year.
I probably got at least a half a dozen, 8 that's already been sent.
Yeah.
Earlier in the year from good folks specifically for the Riley's charity.
Yeah, so not to bog everybody down with the charities, but if you have a bottle you want to donate for the charity auction for Riley's Children's Hospital in October, shoot us an email at slbdrinks@gmail.com and we'll coordinate all that so we can get all that stuff. It goes to a great cause. We raised a little over $200,000 last year. We're hoping to shoot for $500,000 this year.
Wow,
What?
Trent. Wow.
No. I'm just kidding. I got
Wow.
we got to figure that out, but the bottles definitely help, and it all goes to a good cause. So.
Yes, it does. 100%. All right, guys. Sincerely, we're gonna sign off now. I know I've said that, how many times, honey? Probably about 4 or 5. Yeah, it's been a few. So thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next time in May, and we'll see you Monday with what video are we doing Monday, Trent?
No idea.
All right, guys. Have a good weekend. We'll see you later.
See ya.